look, I mean, we are trying to ensure the equal level playing field. So, because we believe a lot of black money is involved in that, few are, so it is just to make the competition equal. Here his purpose was basically that everyone should perform for what they are designed. The purpose is entirely different. And apart from that, he identified another obstacle. कि प्रॉपर्टी तो ठीक है, प्रॉपर्टी नहीं देंगे, he identified family also. ये फैमिली भी जो है, if अगर कोई प्रॉपर्टी को लेके नहीं बदला तो वो फैमिली के चलते गड़बड़ करेगा. मतलब कहने का मतलब है, people involved get practices because of the family. Is it true? Is it true? Nepotism is there, or for their, you know, in India, not only in India, in many of the eastern countries, we accumulate property for the next generation. आने वाले लोगों के लिए है. तो अभी आपने देखा कि आपके पड़ोसी ने आने वाले जनरेशन के लिए बहुत पैसा इकट्ठा किया है. You find that your neighborhood is having a huge money for a coming generation, you do not have any. So there is a chance you could become a corrupt. Everyone want to accumulate, and one of the reason is that for family. What अगर family को ही खत्म कर दिया जाए तो, मतलब खत्म करने से मतलब है कि if there will be first two classes won't be allowed to form family. Is it fine? Okay, चलिए we'll go into a different type of debate. Family is necessary. Okay, tell me, what is the utility of family? Why people form family? Think. Why people form family? Is it because of the tradition, everyone is forming the family, so we are also forming family? What's the reason why we form family? What you get from your family? Support system. What type of support system? Okay, there's a one logic that emotional support. और कोई logic? Companionship. Good. Or? Human cannot live alone. Okay. Human cannot live alone. Okay, I'm answering this one. Now tell me, our emotional partner remains similar throughout our life? Exactly. When you are childhood days, you find a different one. When you are in a growing age, then how many of us you really think they get emotional satisfaction from their families? If you are talking about the kids, I personally believe this, at the young age, their friends are the closest circle. उनको तो यही लगता है, माँ बाप तो समझते नहीं है, मेरा दोस्त ही मुझे सब समझता है. This is a general understanding. It is our family that understand. It is our friends that understand. So who is the emotional partner? Mother or father, or that friends? Okay, let's talk about husband and wife. Are they really emotional partner of each other? This is a big question. Again, it's a personal comment. I believe that if there will be no social taboo in India and stigma in India, so 90% लोग will prefer to go for divorce, कि रहने देते हैं. In reality, most of the time when you talk about the emotional partners, for the men, even at that age, 40, 50, whatever you are talking about, they are friends, most of the time. And even if you see, when it comes to the women, their mothers are there. Sometimes their own friends are there. Sisters are the emotional partners. At the one age, the sisters are really emotional partner at the age of 40, 45, 50. Where is the husband? Where is the wife? In the life when we talk about emotional partners. This is something else. They perform a lot of social things together. I'm just talking about the reality of this emotions. Think practically. Do you really find that this emotional connection is there? I have serious doubt. Cannot live alone. कौन अकेले रहने को कह रहा है? Live with the friends. Live with the friends. Isn't it a good idea to live with the friends? Companionship, the same thing. Moral support कैसा होता है? थोड़ा explain करिए. don't you feel that it is just because you move, I mean, okay, again, the family should be there to pay. Again, he says, so the relationship with the parent, it is because you have to pay. Now here state is paying, zarurat nahi hai fir to. Here in this context, in this concept, it is the state that is paying your all bills. तो फिर तो family फिर गई. So that's why I'm asking, what type of support you are talking about? If you're talking about a monetary support, state is ready to provide. When it comes to the emotional support, you can find with your friends. And in reality, most of the people are emotionally dependent on the different people in the different phase of life. That cannot be one emotional partner. Then why to form family? जैसे? Okay. Again. Okay, you are talking about sexual desires. Putra moh. अच्छा एक बात बताइए, until unless a person is not a father, is there any putra moh kind of thing? I'm just asking. अच्छा ऐसा? I don't know. Okay. I'll answer this question. थोड़ा theory और आगे बढ़ जाए. You'll find out. And when it comes, this is Plato said so many years back. And the other is one of the main reason of formation of the family is sexual relationship and for the next of the generations. Now for these two reasons, again, for the sexual relationship, again, is it family required? The marriage is just a social recognition of that kind of relationship. Otherwise, it is not. Now, when it comes to for the next generation, do you really know before 5 generation who was great grandfather? Technically, in what sense you are talking about my next generation? This is again a big question. But his argument was that there is actually no valid reason to form a family. Again, I am asking for arguments कि ये है form इस वजह से family बनानी चाहिए. Give me examples. Give me arguments कि yes, that is why we need a family. In has to be. What is malpractices? I mean, what you are talking? No. There is nothing like malpractices. Again, I do not agree. I mean, what is malpractices? Security. So, वो कौन सी security? I'm just talking about which security you are talking about. You live in a family, you feel more secure. So again, I'm saying this security is like living in the family where feeling secure, or living with the few people who are connected with you feel secure. You don't feel secure when you are with your friends. मुझे लगता है कि हाँ हाँ मैं बेसिकली ब्लड लाइन की ही बात कर रहा हूँ. प्लेटो यही कहता है. तो भाई आपको चलिए आपको ये पता चल रहा है ये अपने हैं, और वो कैसे पता चल रहा है आपके अपने हैं? Point is that the idea of the bloodline is there, na? That is why know कि there. So concept of the bloodline itself is a faulty basically. How you can define that apna is only could be the son? मतलब the person who is not your son, he cannot be yours. ये natural कैसे है? अच्छा चलिए, हर जानवर का बच्चा कितने दिन तक होता है? आई एम आस्किंग द सेम थिंग. ठीक है, चलिए चलिए. हाँ
सर यहाँ पर मतलब फैमिली रहने में जब आपने बोला कि सभी ने बोला कि इमोशनल सपोर्ट चाहिए होता है, तो आपने कहा कि भाई दोस्त होते हैं उसके लिए, तो इट इज़ नॉट नेसेसरी कि हर समय किसी का कोई दोस्त हो, ठीक है. तो एक वहाँ पे एक ये सिक्योरिटी हो जाती है कि जब आपकी फैमिली है तो आपको पता है कि आपके लिए हमेशा कोई ना कोई है. लेकिन जब आप दोस्तों के साथ देखो ना, मतलब ऐसा तो नहीं कि हर किसी का हर हमेशा कोई दोस्त हो.
It seems to be a very bad experience, I guess. Okay, please. We are not going into. अरे हम इसको दोबारा पढ़ेंगे अभी. मैं I was just giving a simple example. Now you see, I'll come in detail for all these things. In general, you will find out. I was showing you कि लोग इतने ही concept हैं प्लेटो के. These all concepts are integrated. Now I am talking about a particular way of writing style. When they ask question about the ideal state, you need to write ki what will be the component of the ideal state. But your articulation of writing that these all are actually ensuring the formation of the ideal state. Lekin if the question is about the justice, you will give the description of justice, but your introduction paragraph will be justice is an essential component of his concept of the ideal state. Now these are the basic principle of justice, and there is a complementary theories in order to establish or institutionalize his theorem of justice. These complementary theories are theory of education and theory of communism of property and family, basically. So if they ask a question about education, you must talk about the education scheme, but the introduction part is that his concept of education is mainly to ensure justice, which is the core way of establishing the ideal state. And now this is what the scheme of the education. Everything is connected to each other. You will find out, ये मैंने सिर्फ example के लिए बताया, either it is Aristotle, it is a Plato, or any of the thinker. They have some core ideas, and the entire theory is very much connected to each other. You need not to mug up these things. You need to logically understand ki how this ideal state is related with the justice. How the justice is, how the justice could be done only if a good education system is there. You need to know, without the theorem of property, justice cannot be achieved. And उसके बाद इसका critical examination, you will find out. थोड़ा हम Aristotle जब पढ़ेंगे तो उसके साथ इसका comparison. See the question paper, इसके बाहर कुछ नहीं है. So here, understanding the theorem or any thinker, don't see the thinker's view on a particular idea. जैसे अगर आप पढ़ोगे Plato's idea on justice, you will struggle with this. But once you study Plato in context of what was his purpose and target, then you will easily connect to the justice. Got my point? This the framework I was talking about, and this is how we are going to discuss. Chaliye, any questions from your side? So you want to me comment on UPSC motivation, intention for holding such kind of syllabus. Look, ये सवाल वैसे अच्छा अगर आपको समझ में आ जाए तो UPSC is really not looking for good people in public administration or political science, sociology or philosophy. They are actually testing your skill through these subjects. This is what exactly I was talking about earlier. They know कि you have studied this subject, उनको तो ये मालूम है कि आप हमेशा से पढ़ रहे हो. They are expecting that you have studied this subject and how skillfully you presented it. So it is not the test of, that's why I said your mains is not the test of your knowledge. It is also the test of your ए स्किल। वो आपके साथ, अभी आप बहुत सारे लोगों ने अगर प्री दिया हो तो उसको आइडिया होगा व्हाट द प्रेशर यू फील एट द एग्जामिनेशन हॉल। आता हुआ गलत हो जाता है, you know it very well, but still you cannot mark it correct. Now it is what? It is your skill to manage your time. It is your skill, it is your personality to handle the pressure. एक ही दिन में मेंस के 2 पेपर लिखने होते हैं। राइटिंग कंसिस्टेंटली फॉर द 6 आवर, हालत ख़राब हो जाएगी। मतलब लोग स्प्रे लेकर जाते हैं, हाथ दर्द करने लगता है, एंड अगले दिन अगेन यू हैव अ नेक्स्ट पेपर। दिस इज़ योर मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ। और इन सच काइंड ऑफ प्रेशर सिचुएशन you have to open all the files you have studied throughout the year, and you need to identify the correct file and you have to write. They don't expect you are going to write something highly good content or you can say a very knowledgeful thing. They simply ask you to write the general things only. That's why I'm saying it should not be that you are completely focusing only on gaining knowledge. Just gain the knowledge and practice. Gain the knowledge and practice. Let me tell you, those, एक general idea, those who are scoring around 90s and 4-5 questions they made a mistake because of all these circumstances. And those who are in, it's not like there is a difference of knowledge. They only marked correct those 4-5 questions. So it is not the difference of knowledge. They managed that time, that pressure, and they landed on the precise place. So that's why I'm regularly saying, okay, understand the subject, but you should be more focused on कि this subject must reflect you also. कि you manage the time, you handle the pressure, you did. और नहीं, इसके अलावा भी है, syllabus इतना बड़ा है, you landed on the right area of the syllabus. You identified कि this is, हम जो guess करते हैं, guess is what? You cannot prepare the entire political science. There are so many things in GS, it is all unlimited, but still you identified, okay, this is the area I have to prepare, and this is how you have, you can say, prepared your skill to show this one. They do not actually want to know about your knowledge, they want to know about your skill through this system. Okay, for the day we are done. It was just a primary introduction part of this one. From tomorrow onwards, I am going to start Greek political thinker, and I will start with the basics. Ki what was the Greek situation at that time, and how come the ideals of the Plato and you can say Aristotle has emerged their thinking. Thank you to all of you.